Hi everybody! It's been so long since I've seen you guys. I don't have a very good excuse. I'm very lazy. And school started for me August 10th. And so I just kind of been getting into the swing of things and trying to do all the you get the gist, you get it. But I kept telling myself, Margaret, you need to do your August wrap up and book haul. Margaret, you need to do your August wrap up and book haul. And I kept saying I would do it tomorrow, but then I never did. So that's what today is. I'm going to combine my August wrap up and book haul because both are very small. In August, I only read 5 books. Like I said, I did start school, so it was kind of, getting back into the swing of things, having to, do all that. So I'm not gonna say I didn't have time to read because that's not true. I just didn't really feel like it. But the very first book, it's out of order, that I read this month, or I'm gonna keep saying this month, even though it's the middle of September because I'm so late. My books fell. The first book I read this month was The Young Elites by Marie Lu, and I have yet to read Legend, which is her most popular book, but I have it. I don't really know why I haven't read it yet. That's not a question you should ask me because I will not have an answer. But this is a young adult dystopian about. I read this so long ago. It feels like it does not feel like recently. About Adelina. It's a girl, and there was like a disease and it like wiped everything out, of course. But then there's certain kids who survived, and so they have like an organization, kind of club like thingy. Club sounds lame because they're like warriors, but it was super super excellent. I was in love with it. Now I don't know if I bought this in August. I literally don't remember. It's been so long. It might have been the end of July, but it might have been August. So I'm just, you know, I'm very sorry. I don't know very many of these just because you get it. This was so long ago. The next book I read was Pandemonium by Lauren Oliver. Oh, I gave Young Elites 5 stars. And Pandemonium by Lauren Oliver, which is the sequel to Delirium. And I believe I gave this 4 stars? Yeah, 4 stars or something like that. I didn't like it near as much as the first one, mainly just because it was really slow. It took me like a week to read this, and it's not that big at all. And it's not that it wasn't interesting. I have like a bug bite or something. It itches. It's not that it was not interesting. It's just I felt like very little happened, and I am still firm on Team Alex. People are like, I was Team Alex, but then I was Team Julian, and I'm like, no, no, I'm still Team Alex. Team Alex 5 ever, and it did blow my mind at the end. I was like, ugh. So, I did enjoy it, and I plan to pick up Requiem sometime in the near future because I do want to go ahead and finish the series while it's still kind of fresh in my mind. But, it was pretty good. But Delirium, on the other hand, was amazing. The next book I read, I do not have with me because I read it for school and we had like a classroom set, and it is Anthem by Ayn Rand. It's a novella. It's only about 100 pages, but it's a dystopian. It's a futuristic world where um everybody is equal and you can't refer to yourself as me or I because that's make it like you're not equal, like you're more of something. So the character, it's in first person, but he says we, like we are hungry, we need to do this, even though it's just him. It's really cool. His name is Equality 72521. They don't even really have names, just things like equality and independence and liberty and stuff like that. It's really really interesting. I think I gave it 4 stars, maybe even 5. It was really quick and it was really entertaining, so I do recommend that. And as far as school reads go, it was very good. So there we go. This next book I read this month, last month, was Confess by Colleen Hoover, and this is about an art student who is looking for um he has like a help wanted sign up, and he meets this girl who also likes art, and he bases his art around confessions that people have made. And it's really good. There's pictures in it, like just a couple of paintings that are symbolized is That's where my bookmark went. I've been looking for that. It's my Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. I've been looking for that everywhere. This was my least favorite Colleen Hoover book that I've read so far. I've read maybe Someday, Slammed, and Point of Retreat. Slammed is by far my favorite. And it's not that I didn't like this one. I loved it. I gave it like 4.5 stars or something. But it was certainly not my favorite. I still really enjoyed it. And Colleen Hoover, guys, she's something else. I'm going to go ahead and say that. Then the last book that I read this month, you guys will probably be happy, is Clockwork Angel. Guys, I finally did it. Guys, I finally did it. And I was not disappointed. I love the Mortal Instruments quite a bit, actually, but this was so much better. I don't even know how to tell you how much better this is. The characters in this were likable. I really didn't like Clary in the Mortal Instruments. I thought she was kind of ditzy and stupid. Plus, I couldn't picture her for some reason. I don't know what it was. But I loved the characters in this, and the writing, and just the plot. It was so beautiful. So beautiful. 5 out of 5 stars. Like, I cannot recommend this enough, even though everybody on the universe has already read it except for me. Please read it if you haven't. You don't know what you're missing out on. You truly, it's ridiculous. Just please read it. Please. Now on to the haul. If I can make it through this without knocking them all off like I did my other ones. That was embarrassing. Some of the first, I'm having to get them over here because they will fall. The first book I bought this month was Writing Fiction for Dummies. I don't know if this is an author. I mean, Randy Ingermanson. I love writing, and I'm writing a book right now, actually. But I'm gonna start taking a few community college courses after school, like in the evenings, just, to kind of start feeling stuff like that. And I'm taking one on creative writing and writing fiction. And I love writing so much. And these books are so helpful. They have like bullet points of things that you have to remember and stuff like that. It's just really, really helpful. And then I still have not taken the sticker off this. I bought Art for Dummies. I love drawing. I'm not all that good at it, but I love it. And this just has stuff about like art history and stuff, so just kind of like a basis for things. Then I bought The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness because I recently read A Monster Calls, and it's my favorite book ever, pretty much. So I thought, by all means, Patrick Ness, he wrote this, he wrote that, I think I need it. Plus it's kind of like, there's a couple of pages that have like actual stuff on it, like writing, like weird writing and like handwriting and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I think it's going to be kind of interactive. And I got The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien, which I actually read in September, but that'll be my September wrap up. But I bought this edition because honestly this sounds lame. Whenever I first tried to read The Hobbit like 400 times, it was in a short mass market paperback, and I know you're not supposed to judge books by its cover, but I honestly think it might have had some sort of effect on how I enjoyed the book because, it was ratty, it was old, it was tiny, and I was just like, then I got like a nice modern copy so I could feel, more involved, if that makes sense. It doesn't, but it makes sense to me, okay, guys? And I loved The Hobbit. So I went and got the same edition of The Lord of the Rings. These are just really pretty editions. These are Mariner editions, if you're interested. But I am very much looking forward to reading this one because J.R.R. Tolkien, he's a wizard. Pardon the pun, he's a wizard at writing. It's just very, very impressive. Insanely impressive. And the last book I bought that month was The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. Is that it? Yeah, Baum. And it's in this puff and chalk line that they have. They're really, really pretty. Like the back has all this, has quotes and then flap things, and it has decollages, which is nice. I have this in my Peter Pan copy, and I've been looking all over for this because they have 3 of these. Pippi Longstocking and then these 2. But it's so beautiful, and I've wanted to read I read the actual one like in 3rd grade, but I want to read it again and like maybe enjoy it more. So everybody, that was my way overdue August book haul and wrap up. Tell me down below if you've read any of these, if you like them, and just say hi. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.